Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 9 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 maths and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. So we're going to start with the chapter linear functions. We're going to just do a quick review of the chapter linear functions. Got it? So let's just start with the chapter linear function. Let's do the quick review of the chapter linear functions. So first of all, we're going to learn what are the linear functions. So the linear functions are the functions that have the graph as a straight line. Got it? If you have to identify what are the linear functions, so very basic thing you have to learn about the linear functions is a linear function is a function whose graph is a straight line. Got it? So the graph of a non-linear function is not a straight line. So the one that is shown in the figure is not the linear function. That is the non-linear function. Got it? So a function whose graph is a straight line is a linear function. Got it? So the graph of a non-linear function is not a straight line. So the graph that is shown in the question is not a linear function. Got it? So that is very basic definition of the linear function. A function whose graph is a straight line is a linear function. Got it? So the base so the point slope form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. That is the point slope form of equation. Point slope form of linear function. That would be y equals mx plus b. Here m is the slope and that is the y-intercept of the equation. Got it? Y-intercept means the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? That is the slope intercept form. So first of all, we're going to learn about the slope. The slope is m equals change in y divided by change in x. That is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Got it? So whenever we're working on the linear functions, we have to find the slope of the function. So let's just do an example for how to find the slope of the function. Okay, you are given with a graph, you have to find the slope of the function. Just find any 2 points on the graph and okay, like for this one, you have to find the slope of this function. So just use any 2 points on the graph and find the slope. So let's suppose I'm using 2 points. One of them is this one. Here X is 4 and y is 0. Got it? Because the point is on the x-axis. And the second point I'm going to use is this one. Here x is 6 and y is 4. So just use these 2 points to find the slope. The slope is change in y. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So it would be y2 minus y1, 4 minus 0, divided by x2 minus x1, 6 minus 4. So it would be 4 minus 0 is 4 and 6 minus 4 is 2. It would be 4 over 2, that equals 2. That means the slope of this graph is 2. Whenever you have to find the slope of the function, just use any 2 points on the graph. Use the formula that is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This way you can find the slope of the graph. Got it? Okay, so let's just learn about the slope intercept form of the equation. So the slope intercept form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. Now we're going to learn, okay, find the slope and the y-intercept. Let's just do, okay, here is the equation y equals, find the y-intercept of the equation. That is the equation you are given, that is in the form y equals mx plus b. I just explained the slope of the point slope form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. Got it? Just equate the equations. Y equals negative 10x minus 3. Here is m, that equals negative 10. And here is b. B equals 3. Basically, b is the y-intercept. Got it? Y-intercept means the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? This is the slope intercept form y equals mx plus b. Got it? Let's do another example. Find the y-intercept of the following equations. The equation is y equals negative 5x plus 3. We know that the general form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. So just equate both the equations. It would be y equals negative 5x plus 3. Got it? So the slope is m equals negative 5 and b equals 3. That is actually the y-intercept. Got it? So the correct option here is 3. Got it? Okay. Now we're going to learn how to graph the equation. Okay, so whenever you are given the equation in the form y equals mx plus b, we're going to learn how to graph an equation. Let's start with an example. Okay, you are given with the equation that is y equals 2x minus y. You have to graph the equation. Got it? Okay, y equals 2x minus 7. Okay, just equate the equation with the slope intercept form, that is y equals mx plus b. So here is the m and here is the b. M equals 2, that is the slope, and b equals negative 7. Negative 7 means that is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So here you have the y-axis, here you have negative 7. That means this is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. And the next thing is we are given with the slope, that is 2, and that means it would be 2 over 1. Got it? So the 2 over 1 means you have to move down 2 points in route. You have to move up 2 points and right 1 point. The 2 over 1 means you have to move up 2 points from the y-intercept. Just move up 2 points and right 1 point. So it would be here. Just join these 2 points and make a line of the graph of the equation. That is actually the graph of the equation. Got it? So that's how whenever you're given the equation, that's how you have to form the graph of the equation. Got it? Let's do another example. Okay, let's do another example. Y equals 5x plus 1. Just equate the equation with y equals mx plus b. So m equals 5 and b equals 1. Got it? Okay, b equal 1 means that is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. So here you have b equals 1. Got it? Now the slope is 5. It would be 5 over 1. Move 5 points up because it is positive. So just move 5 point up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 point right. It would be now here. Got it? Just join these 2 points and form the line of the equation. That would be the graph of the equation. Got it? Got it? Whenever you are given with the line, with the equation, that's how you have to plot the graph of the equation. Got it? Okay, let's just do a let's see if you are given the graph, how can you write the equation from the graph? Got it? So we have to write an equation from a graph. Got it? Okay, just look at the graph. Here is the graph. You have to write the equation of the graph. Got it? So the equation would be y equals mx plus b. Got it? That means we have to find two of the points. One of them is we have to find the slope from this line and the y-intercept. So here is the point, that is the y-intercept. That would be -7. That means b equals -7. Got it? Because the graph is touching the y-axis at -7. Got it? Now you have to find the slope. So for the slope, you have to find any 2 points on the graph. Let's suppose the here, this one and this one. These 2 points I'm using to find the graph. One of them is -7. That means x is 0 and y is -7. And at this one, x is 5 and y is -6. Just use these 2 points to find the slope. Got it? It would be x1, y1, x2, y2, y2 minus y1, -6 minus -7 divided by 5 minus 0. It would be -6 plus 7 and 5. 7 minus 6 is 1. It would be 1 over 5. Now you have the slope, that is m equals 1 over 5. Just put up the slope in the equation. So it would be slope and the y-intercept. It would be y equals 1 over 5x and slope is -7. So it would be y equals 1 over 5x minus 7. That is the slope of the, that's how you have to write the equation when you are given with the graph. Got it? Let's do another example. Okay, again you are given with the graph. You have to write the equation of the graph. Got it? So first of all, we have to find the equation is y equals mx plus b. So to write the equation in the slope intercept form, you need two of the points things. One of them is slope and one of them is y-intercept. So just look at the graph. Here is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. Got it? So the graph is touching at -6, so it would be b equals -6. And you have to find the slope. So just use any of the 2 points and find the slope. I'm going to use these 2 points and find the slope. Okay, one of them is x is 0, y is -6, and here x is 1 and y is 1. Got it? 1 and 1. Okay, just use these 2 points and find the slope x1, y1, x2, y2. So it would be y2 minus 1, 1, y1, 1 minus 6, and 1 minus 0. So it would be 1 plus 6 over 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. It would be 7 over 1. That means the slope of the line is m equals 7. Got it? Okay, just put up the values of this m and b in the equation. Then y equals m is 7x and b is minus 6. So it would be y equals 7x minus 6. That is the equation of the graph. Got it? So that's how we write the equation of the graph when you are that's how we write the equation when you are given with the graph. If you have any question, you can just write the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions. Okay, now we're going to learn how to write an equation from a table. Got it? We just learned how to write the equation from graph. Now we're going to learn how to write down the equation from the table. Got it? Okay, how do we write the equation from the table? We have to use any of the 2 points and find the slope. Got it? Just let's suppose I'm just using these 2 points to find the slope of the, because the equation must be mx plus b. Got it? And to write the equation, I need two of the things. One of them is slope and one of them is y-intercept. Got it? So you can find the slope by using two of the points. Got it? So these are the 2 points I'm going to use. M equals change in y, that would be 16 minus 8, and change in x, that would be 2 minus 1. 16 minus 8 is 8 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So that would be 8. Now you have to find the value of the b. You have the value of the slope. Just use the slope and any of the point. Let's suppose I'm using the point 3 and 24. Got it? It would be y is 24. So 24 equals m is 8 and it is 3 and plus b. Got it? Use any point from the table and find the value of the b. It would be 24. 8 times 3 is 24 plus b. Move 24 to the other side. It will be 24 minus 24 equals b. That means the point slope intercept, that means the y-intercept of the graph is 0. Just put up these two values in the equation. Y equals mx 8x plus 0. So the equation is y equals 8x. So that's how you write the equation from the table. If you are given with a table of the x and y values, use the table. Okay, use any of the 2 points to find the slope. Then use another point to find the y-intercept. Got it? Let's just do another example. Okay, here is another table you are given. You have to find the equation of the graph. Got it? Okay, I'm going to use the first 2 points to find the slope. Got it? y2 minus y1, 24 minus 12 divided by 2 minus 1. That would be 12 over 1. That equals 12. That is the slope of the table. Now you have to find the value of b. Y equals mx plus b. You have the value of m. Use any points from the table and find the value of b. This, let's suppose I'm using this one. X, this is x and this is y. So just replace the y. Y is 12 equals m is 12. X is 1 plus b. Got it? So it would be 12. 12 times 1 is 12 plus b. 12 minus 12 equals b. That means the b of the graph is 0. The graph is touching at the 0. So you have the value of b and m. Just write the equation values in the equation. Y equals mx plus b. M is 12x and plus 0. So it would be y equals 12x. That is the equation of the table. Got it? That's how we can find the equation when you are given with a table. Got it? Okay, now we are going to learn how to solve the linear equations. Got it? Let me just find the examples. See how to solve the equation. Okay, rewrite the equation in the slope intercept form. We have to write the equation in the slope intercept form. That would be y minus 6 equal 1 over 3 x minus 3. You have to rewrite the equation in the slope intercept form. The slope intercept form would be y equals mx plus b. Got it? First of all, remove that 3, multiply both sides by with the 3. It would be 3y minus 18 equals x minus 3. It would be 3y equals x minus 3 plus 18. So 18 minus 3 is 15. It would be x minus 15. Got it? Just isolate the y, divide both sides of the equation by 3. It would be then 3y equals x minus 15. 3 and 3 cancel out and you're left with y equals 1 over 3x minus 3 times 5 is 15. Y equals 1 over 3x minus 15. That would be the equation of the So that's how when you are given with the equation, you can write the equation in the slope intercept form. Got it? Okay, now we are going to learn what is the standard form of the equation, how to write the equation in the standard form. The one we just did is the slope intercept form of the equation. Got it? Because here we have the slope and the y-intercept is involved. So that's why it is slope and the slope intercept form. Now we're going to learn what is the standard form of the equation. Okay, the standard form of the linear equation is y equals ax plus by equals c. That is the standard form of the equation. That is ax plus by equals c. Got it? So you are given with the equation, we have to rewrite the equation as standard form. That is y equals 4x plus 4 over 9. So just move that 4x to the other side. It would be here it is added. So when you move it to the other side, it would be then subtracted. Y minus 4x equals 4 over 9. Just rearrange the equation, write the x with the first and y variable second to do y minus 4x plus y equals 4 over 9. Got it? That would be the standard form. Just compare it would be ax plus by equals c. So a is negative 4, b is 1 and c is 4 over 9. Okay, let's just do another example. Okay, y equals 7 over 3x plus 10. So move that 7 over 3x to the other side. It would be then y minus 7 over 3x equals 10. Just rewrite the equation in the ax plus by form. It would be then 7 over 3x minus 7 over 3x plus y equals 10. That would be the equation in the standard form. Got it? Okay, let's just see what are the x-intercepts and the y-intercept in the slope in the standard form. Okay, find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts of the equation. So basically the x-intercepts and the first just understand the concept. The x-intercept means the point where the graph is touching the x-axis. Like for example, here is the graph. Here is the graph of the linear equation. This is the point where the graph is touching the y-axis. That would be the y-intercept. And this is the point where the graph is touching the x-axis. That would be the x-intercept. Got it? So here at this point, all the y values are 0. Got it? On the x-axis, all the y values are 0. And on the y-axis, all the y values are 0. If you have to write this point, you can write it as 0 and y. Got it? Because x component is 0 and y has the value. For example, 2. You can write it as 0 and 2. And for example, it is 1. So you can write it as x is 1 and y is 0. Got it? Okay, find the y-intercept of the following equation. So we have to find the y-intercept of the equation. So for the y-intercept, you need to put x equals 0 in the equation. Whenever you have to find the y-intercept, just put x equals 0 in the equation. Got it? So it would be then 3 times 0 minus y equals 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus y is y. It would be y equals 0. Got it? That means the y-intercept of the equation is 0. Let's just do another example. Okay, y equals 5x plus 6y equals 0. You have to find the y-intercept. Got it? Whenever you have to find the y-intercept, just replace the x value. Just put x equals 0 in the equation. Got it? It would be then 5 times 0 plus 6y equals 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 6y is 6y equals 0. Divide both sides by 6. That means y equals 0. That means the y-intercept is 0. Basically, x is 0 and y is 0. The graph is, it is like this. The line is passing through the origin. Got it? Okay, let's just learn what are the equations of horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so now we're going to learn the horizontal and vertical line graphs. So let me just explain. If you have a graph like this, for example, here is the graph at this point. That is the vertical line. Got it? It has the value y, the equation of the line is y equals negative 6. Here you have the equation. Got it? Y equals negative 6. So all the x values are 0. You have just y values. Got it? sorry, y equals negative 6, not the x. Here you have y equals negative 6. Got it? It would be like this. Got it? So it has so many x values. You can just join any of the point. Got it? But you have the y value is same. That would be negative 6. Got it? For all the points. Let's suppose for this one, x is 4, y is negative 6. For this one, x is negative 4 and y is negative 6. Got it? That is the line is parallel to x-axis. That would be the horizontal line graph. Got it? Okay, now let's see what is the vertical line. That is the vertical line graph. That is the graph that is parallel to y-axis is the vertical line graph. Got it? Here you have the same, the y value is the same on all the points, but they have the different x values. Got it? Let's suppose here is the point. The point is x is 2, the x is negative 6 and y is 2. Let's suppose here is the point. X is negative 6 and y is 6. X has the same value that is negative 6 and y has the different values. Got it? Okay, let's just learn the point slope form of the linear function. Okay, let's just learn the point slope form of the equation. So basically the point slope form of the equation is, the point slope form of the linear equation is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. That is the point slope form of the linear function. Got it? So let's do an example. A line has a slope m equals negative 1 over 6 and passes through the point. That is basically the point x1 and y1. What is its equation in point slope form? So you have to write the equation in point slope form. So just use these values. That would be y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So just use the point. It is negative 1 over 6, y minus, here is y1. y1 is 4, y minus 4 equals m is negative 1 over 6, and here you have x minus 4. That is the line, that is the equation of the linear function in point slope form. Got it? Let's just do another example. Okay, you're given a point. There is a line that includes the point that is x1 and y1 and has the slope m equals 7. So just put up the values. Y minus y1. y1 is 1 equals m, and x minus x1, x minus minus 2. It would be then y minus 1 equals negative 7 and x plus 2. Got it? Okay, let's just learn slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, slopes of the parallel and perpendicular lines. So let's start. If two lines are parallel, if the two lines are parallel, they are exactly same slope. Got it? Here you have parallel lines have the same slope. Got it? Perpendicular lines have the slopes that are opposite reciprocal. Like if you have A over B, it will be the negative B over A. Got it? So the slope of the products must be negative 1. Got it? So let's do an example. Line C has a slope 3 over 4 and line D has a slope 3 over 4. Are the line C and D are parallel or perpendicular? So you're given the slopes of the line and you have to see if they are parallel or perpendicular. Got it? Both have the same slopes. Got it? Both of them, line C and D, have the slope 3 over 4, isn't it? If the slope is exactly same, that means the lines are parallel. So in this case, the lines are parallel. Got it? Okay, let's do another example. Okay, line C has a slope of negative 5 over 3 and line D has a slope of negative 8 over 3. Are the lines C, D are parallel or perpendicular? So you are given with the slopes of the lines. You need to see if they are parallel or perpendicular. So they are not the same. That means that no, the lines are not parallel. Okay, now let's see, find the reciprocal of negative 5 over 3. It would be 3 over 5. So the reciprocal, it is not equal to negative 8 over 3. They are not the perpendicular. So it is neither. They are not perpendicular, neither parallel. Got it? Okay, let's just do another example. Okay, line G has a slope 8 over 9 and line H has a slope negative 8 over 9. Are the lines G and H parallel or perpendicular? The slopes are not same. Got it? One of them is 8 over 9 and one of them is negative 8 over 9. They are not parallel. They have the different slopes. Okay, let's see if we can reciprocal 8 over 9. The reciprocal of 8 over 9 is 9 negative 9 over 8. But this is negative 8 over 9. They are not the perpendicular. That means not neither parallel nor perpendicular. Got it? Okay. Now just learn how to apply the transformations on linear function. Got it? If you have any question, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions if you have any. Okay, here is the transformations of linear functions. Okay, let's suppose you are given a function, right? Find g of x, where g of x is the translation 8 units down of f of x. So you have to translate the function 8 unit down. Got it? So this is the table you have to use whenever you have to apply the transformations. If the translation is 8 unit left, you have to do f of x plus h. Got it? If the translation is 8 unit right, you have to do f of x minus h. Got it? If the translation is 8 unit up, just add k to f of x. If it is k unit down, just do f of x minus k. So here it is 8 unit down and f of x is x. So 8 unit down, you have to subtract. It would be x minus 8. Got it? Just keep this table in your mind, and that would be very for you. Okay, find g of x, where g of x is the translation 8 unit up. So now you have to 8 unit up. That means you have to add. Here is the function, it would be x plus 10. Okay, find g of x, where g of x translation 8 unit up. So the original function is f of x equals x, it would be x plus 4. If it is 8 unit up, you have to add. If it is down, you have to subtract. Got it? That's how we have to transform the linear functions. Got it? So that's all for today. We have done the review, a quick review of the chapter linear functions. If you need more help with the lesson, you can search the channel. We have already done all the sessions on this channel. Got it? On this lesson. So if you have any question, you can ask question. I'm here to answer all your questions. Any questions? No questions? Okay, if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can just contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Or you can join me in the live session that will be daily from 9 to 9:45. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.